Cardinals offensive lineman Ted Larsen is a man of few words, but his resume speaks for itself. 6-year NFL veteran, starting right guard on a 10-2 team, and now airplane pilot.
At first, you kind of get that surreal feeling where you're up and everything looks smaller, but then once you're flying and you're actually in control of the plane, it's a little more serious. You know, you get lives in your hands basically, so it's kind of another adventure that I like to do.
He is a man of few words, so I have to ask a lot of questions to get things out of him. But it's definitely, I know it's kind of like when he goes out on the boat, it's a sense of freedom and just kind of peace and tranquility where he can get away from it all, and I think he feels that in the air too.
Larsen is an avid outdoorsman. He enjoys boating, fishing, and even has a trained hunting Labrador. But flying has taken his love for nature to the next level. This off-season, he enrolled at Elite Flight Training in Scottsdale and earned his pilot's license. His wife, Bree, was thankful Larsen found a hobby during the dog days of summer.
It got him out of the house in the off-season. That's always a plus. It's kind of a sticky transition between being really busy and then you kind of do have a lot of time on your hands. And there was a few less meals I had to cook. He spent a lot of time in the air. Don't mind that part.
Her attitude has improved from when I first told her. When I first told her, she was like, no way. When I was training, I'd show her some videos and stuff of people, and I probably scared her a little bit.
After banking 45 hours of flight time and passing a written, oral, and field test, Larsen was ready to put his aviation skills to the test. His maiden voyage as a licensed pilot included some precious cargo.
Looks good. Are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Bree and their unborn child joined him in a celebratory trip around the valley.
Scottsdale grounds ready to taxi.
Nervous?
Oh, pretty confident in you. How many hours did you say you had? Now all morning I've been thinking about it and I made sure to text my mom goodbye just in case before we took off.
And we're up.
We're up. How was the takeoff?
Pretty good. A lot less scary than I thought it was going to be.
I kind of was worried that she'd be, freaking out, grabbing stuff, white knuckling it, but in the big scheme that wasn't too serious for her.
It is nerve-wracking. You know, I'm 8 months pregnant, so that inherently makes you kind of a little bit crazier, I think.
It would take you a little higher if you weren't 8 months pregnant.
You are a pilot, but you're not a doctor. You can't deliver my baby.
It was really cool. I mean, that's my husband. How many people can say that? And it makes me very proud.
Learning all the intricacies of flying can be just as complicated as memorizing Coach Arian's offensive playbook. During the moment of truth in both tasks, Larsen uses the same focus to prepare for success on the field and in the cockpit.
Definitely more studying than I've done since at least college, but it's life and death almost. You really want to pay attention to it. The guy doing the flight review was worried that I wasn't going to pass, but he said once we got into the cockpit, it was kind of, I was zeroed in. He attributed that to playing, professional sports and just being able to feed off that, be in the moment. There's that high pressure environment, and I kind of thrive in that.
Now that Larsen has conquered flying, he is already looking forward to his next adventure. Those who know him well believe that the sky has no limit on what he'll do next.
I just like to experience life. The plane deal, it's same thing. I passed the private pilot, now I'm asking Bree like, what should I do? Float plane next or helicopter or something? So I'm always kind of looking to do something cool and interesting and just keep the mind going.
He's definitely a set your mind to it and get it done kind of person. I always say, he's a lot of things and a football player is just one of them, so he can add this to his checklist. I don't really doubt him much. He always proves me wrong. I hate to say that, but he really does.